Hello, welcome to the final rounds. Opponent won the die roll mulligan to 6. I have kept my 7 and he has kept his 6. So it goes with for turn 1 diagraph goal, which is obviously an okay play, but given that I actually have a really good matchup against those kind of decks, I'm actually pleased with that, because I even have 2 really good cards against an aggro deck in Kitchen Finks and Scavenging Ooze. Now I kept a 4-lander with Accelerants and Kitchen Finks, which would have been bad against control. This figure is a-okay in my book. So I'm gonna get a deck down. Probably still play the Scavenging Ooze, although I'm not 100% sure of that. Maybe I just want to keep it for later. And just play Forest and play the Great Stable stack later on. Or, nah, I'll play the Kitchen Finks because it plays around sacrifice effects. So our opponent missed land drop, finally gets one. So keep the greedy hand then. Has Talia here or something, I don't know. He tapped wrong apparently. He clearly tapped wrong. Maybe, no, Talia it is, I guess. Near hit Pilgrim. It's an okay card. It can start getting 1 life, which isn't actually something I really care about. Like, I just need to get to the late game and win this game. That's the easy way around this. But Kitchen Finks still play around sacrifice effects, always the better one. And then the turn after I can slam Scavenging Ooze and get there. There's no need to play swamps yet, there's not a single swamp card I have, nor a double swamp card in 4 drops, so might as well run out another forest and still keep on hiding my second color. Plus, like, if I want to go for Scavenging Ooze next turn, this is still the better play. Let's see if he attacks. He does, and I'll obviously take the trade there. There's no reason not to take a trade here. We are the aggressor after all. He's the aggressor after all, and we are, you know, just stalling. Because as soon as cards like Karn are gonna come online, Scavenging Ooze are gonna come online, like this guy should lose this. Vampire Lacerator, still not an issue. I assume if I attack, he's not gonna block. So we might as well not attack. Fauna Shaman. It's an interesting one. What can I get? Nah, I still think Scavenging Ooze is better. It's gonna gain us 2 life. It's gonna be a 4/4. Might as well immediately use it on the diagraph goal just in case he has something that works with it. And then we'll pass the turn here, and you know what? Fuck passing the turn, I might as well attack. Very doubtful that he's gonna block here, but he is. It's gonna gain him another life, 2 life, but I mean he's up against Scavenging Ooze, which is just gonna keep on growing. Maybe I should have kept it around, just in case he has a sacrifice effect here for the Ooze. Yeah, should not have attacked with the Kitchen Finks, just in case he has something like Diabolic Edict, Chainer's Edict, because that would be pretty brutal. Liliana, we already played against Liliana. Guess the guy just had Doomblade, doesn't really matter. Gain our life. And then Doomblade resolves. He only has 2 cards, like we have Great Stable Stack and Fauna Shaman coming down. Great Stable Stack, a pretty hard card for him to get rid of as well. Or Bloodgift Demon. Might as well play that and start drawing more cards. I mean, we're still at 20 here, and we're on turn, what, 5, 6? Turn 5 apparently. So we have made every land drop, have played the card every turn outside of turn 2. Opponent did draw land again. Friction Rager, not really a card I care about. Very unlikely that my opponent is gonna soul bounties, but he has done so previous times, and he will do so again. He can't attack here, right? No, he cannot. only 2 cards. My hand is way better than his hand, and my deck is late game way better than his deck, or should be, given the cards he's running here, or we have seen so far. So obvious great stable stack play, followed by Fauna Shaman play, and then next turn Karn on the caves. I'm not sure yet where I want to target it. If I'm just not gonna get a Kokusho, of course. But another aggro deck, huh? So Spellskite seems pretty good with this figure and Doomblade already shown. This time we're putting on a lot of pressure on him with, drawing extra cards, being able to attack his land soon. He could have something like Baneslayer Angel that we want to Karn. Or Linvala. Not really that scared of it, but I will still attack with the Bloodgift Demon and then play Karn, I guess. Let me think. It depends on what I draw, of course. So we draw Kokusho. I think we just attack with this. Let's see if he blocks or not. Shouldn't be blocking. We cannot activate Fauna Shaman. Interesting. Should have remembered that. I got a text message. Let me see who's saying something. I know that. So at first I was like, I'm gonna play Kokusho and I can use Fauna Shaman. But given that he has Linvala, that's not a possibility. So I think I just slam down Karn and remove the Linvala from play. He should concede to Karn here. It seems very unlikely he can win against this card. We might even just plus it. Plus seems a bit better. Just pump it to a 10 and he can attack it, that doesn't really matter. But at least we get the last card out of his hand. And he's in top deck mode. Which was a land apparently. Wow, so he forgot to make a land drop somewhere? I'm not sure. Oh, he drew a land and played Rager and drew another land and has been drawing lands. That's a way to get 2 lands in your hand while missing land drops. So he can attack the Karn, I understand that, but do I really care? I do not. He is going for me. Understandable. I think I would go for me as well. Given that, maybe you can win that way, but it's very unlikely. Given that even if he has like a really good opening there, Karn can always reset at one point or start taking things down. So we're gonna draw another card here. More card draw on our end is always better. So we'll make him exile first. Which was another land. I guess he figures he's getting unlucky by drawing all lands, which to some extent is true. But I mean, the guy did keep a 1-lander, which was pretty greedy. So he decides to block there. Strangleroot Geist will obviously come back as a bigger creature. And then we just play Kokusho and that should spell GG. Like even if he has Living End, we get back 3 really good creatures compared to his crap one. And we still gonna have Karn. I don't see a single card here that's gonna win him the game or be good enough to win him the game. Yeah, and he doesn't either. So we see a bunch of my deck and I saw a bunch of his deck. Aggro again. Last time we brought in Spellskite. I think it is a good card here as well. We have not seen a target for this, so I think it's out. Although I'm not so sure. Like the guy is 2-0, so he has to have decent cards. Great Stable Stack is really good against him, so I want to keep that in as well. I'm just like, sorry for the pause there, but I am going mentally over the cards that I want out or in. I still think I want these just because of Natural Order into Hornet Queen being really powerful. I don't think I want a Wicker Brow, but on the other side, I think he has a sword. There's no way this guy is 2-0 without a sword with a deck like that. So I want to have an ability that targets it. And I think Wicker Brow Elder is a bit better than the other cards. And I'm not sure about the Wood Elves. Like, I think that's the card then that's gone. I guess. I really am not sure about that. Like, the Wood Elves does accelerate me into Nissa, and we just kept a hand on the Wood Elves in round 2, I think. He did mulligan to 6 here as well, but his hand wasn't that strong. My hand isn't that strong here either, but I mean, we have Kitchen Finks into Natural Order, into Hornet, into Nissa. So assuming he doesn't have like Insane Disruption, this hand is pretty good. So we're just gonna F6 through his turn. See if he has anything here. He does not. We're just gonna F6 through our turn here. Make some use of the F6 button. Place Talia or something. Kami of Ancient Law, destroy an enchantment. Okay. Another F6. More lands is not really what I want to draw. But I mean, it's still okay. We still have the Kitchen Finks play into Natural Order, into Hornet Queen. I think Hornet Queen is pretty good against this guy. Nissa is gonna be really good against this guy as well. Just, you know, every land becoming 4/4 is gonna be pretty brutal. This should be Phyrexian Raider or something. I'm not sure, he could have like Phyrexian Arena here, which is gonna be pretty good on his end. He's thinking about it. What could not be? Wow. Really? That seems such a bad play to do this right now. How did he not do that earlier? Some more lands. We kept a 4-lander with 3 really good cards, and now we just keep on drawing 3 lands in a row. Given that this guy might have removal for Kitchen Finks, and I actually want to Natural Order this into Hornet Queen, I don't think if he attacks that I block. Like, I think I just take the damage. Wow, he doesn't even attack here. So he doesn't have it then. In that case, Natural Order for Hornet Queen is gonna be pretty huge. We could also get Crater Hoof Behemoth, but I don't think that's as strong. The only card I see him having here is Manatite, and I'm not really that scared with that either. So where is it? Hornet Queen. There you are, my beauty. This card is really good against him. I mean, we have a bunch of flyers now, and they all have Death Touch. Like, we basically trade this for 5 cards of him. Snuff Out, it's okay in my book, man. I still have 4 Death Touchers here. Like, we basically trade Natural Order for Snuff Out and charge on Kitchen Finks, but we get 4 insect tokens in exchange. So if I attacked with this and then he snuffed out it, I cannot make the play again. Spectre Possession is okay. It's a bit annoying given that, you know, it actually stops a bunch of my creatures. Like my flyers. Really. So we are gonna take him up on the trade here. I don't see why we wouldn't. And then more lands even. We can do Nissa now. We can protect it, so might as well do so. And I don't think he can win against 4/4s every turn and then Ooze next turn. He only has 2 cards here. We can even gain a bunch of mana, but that's obviously not that great either. So we are gonna run Scavenging Ooze next turn, and then have 3 lands on taps, or 2 lands on tap, just to stop these creatures from ever coming back with Living End. Banishing Light. That's okay. It's gonna take care of Nissa, which, you know, for now is a bit annoying. We do have a single target that gets rid of the Banishing Light. But we have a 4/4 Trampler. And even if he attacks like with the Spirit tokens, like why would we even consider blocking? We're just gonna attack with a 4/4 Trampler. Have fun dealing with this with just 3 tokens. He does not block, of course. And whenever he attacks, we're never gonna block. Scavenging Ooze, another good one. As long as your devotion to white and black creatures you die, return to your hand unless your opponent's base relive. Got it. So he only has 3 devotion here, which obviously isn't enough. It's an okay card, it's just not good enough. So we're gonna eat 3 creatures. Probably like my own kitchen things. And I do think we attack with the insects here as well. Wanna put as much pressure on him. And you know, so far we have only drawn a single non-land card. I think we keep like 2 insects behind. Now I probably keep them all behind. Like they are flying, yes, but we want them to be forced to block with the spirit tokens, or start blocking with the spirit tokens. He does not block, so we just eat the Hornet Queen as well. And deal 10 to him. Now as soon as this becomes devotion, we're gonna have a harder time. But it's okay. Like we just don't want to trade these tokens for this. Blade Splicer is an okay card. I'm not gonna do that much. Doesn't give him devotion. And it's about time we draw a non-land card. That is not a non-land card. So we can kill this by blocking with everything. I think that's fine. He can also kill land, which is also fine. It has trample, bro. Okay. We're still not sacrificing a spirit token here to save 6 damage. Okay, by me. Okay, he is. He finally decided to do so. Okay. 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 So we obviously paid 3 life to stop Blade Splicer. Now how do I figure out which one is targeting which? Okay, got it. So this one is targeting nothing because the token does not exist, so no. This one is targeting the Blade Splicer, so yes. And this one is targeting nothing because, so no. And then we automatically eat this. Oh, we could have not paid and just eaten it. Wow, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm a complete idiot. We could have just not paid 3 life and eaten cards, but you know, given his deck, we should still be fine. What's this? Sorin. So he's only always gonna have like 1/1 black vampire tokens with lifelink. That's annoying, to say the least. So we want to eat some things from his graveyard. Makes no difference to me, but. And then maybe we can draw a non-land card, but apparently we cannot. So we just attack him. All of these cards attack him. He's probably gonna trade like 2 tokens for these and then block this. That's the obvious play. Just have to start hitting this then with a flying token. With the remaining flying token. Or, you know, just draw an on-land card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's put always yield to these. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Man. Tragic slip. Okay, man, doesn't really matter. Well, it does matter given that he can now just start making, but I mean, as soon as I draw anything that is a creature, we're gonna be fine. So we have to start attacking Sorin. Braids, really? I think that's a good card against me here. Oh, I see. So that's gonna start attacking me, but big deal. Upkeep, we sacrifice the forest, and we draw a forest, because that's what we needed. We need more land. See, we have drawn literally 4 cards that we can use. 4. The full 4, by the way. Nothing more, nothing less, just 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're always going to be able to cast something. Let's see what he sacrifices. He could sacrifice like Banishing Light. He cannot. He could sacrifice Banishing Light and attack Nisa. I am gonna do that. Like, he's putting pressure on himself here. Man. You get a feel for me here that the amount of lands I'm drawing here is pretty sick. Now I'm not dead yet, of course, but I am dead soon. I really need to draw something here. And prefer it to be Wolfir, or the one that turns my lands into creatures should be fine as well. So Vampire token, sacrifice. Tron is okay, but still not that great. It blocks like this card. I think this still has to attack Sorin, just to keep it down. And then if he pluses Sorin, or minuses Sorin, we have to block this. Regenerate. And then Wolfir is not lethal. He can sacrifice Braids, I guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna sacrifice when you sacrifice token. So if you block Braids, he no longer has Devotion. So his attack isn't that great here. If he attacks with Braids as well. He does not. He just doesn't do anything then. He doesn't. Okay, sacrifice the lands, because you know we have plenty of those. We draw a Great Stable Stack, which is another solid draw. I think every draw we're gonna have is pretty solid. So attack Sorin. We could start attacking him, but he's just able to block with the Vampire tokens. Like, we can start killing Sorin next turn with the Great Stable Stack and keep the Hornet Queen behind. And seeing that he has to sacrifice creatures or lands, it's pretty good for me. And he has no really good attack here until he draws a creature. Still not a good creature. The Rager is okay. More vampires. So Wickerbrow Elder is obviously the best card I can ever find. Sylvan Library is probably not the card I want. The question is, do I attack Sorin here? If I attack Sorin and he minuses, I'm dead. Because I have to block, and this is lethal. So I have to keep 3 blockers here. And then hope to find the correct card with the library. The problem is that then the turn after I'm still gonna have issues. Let's see what he sacrifices this time. So sacrifice that, I'm obviously gonna pay life. Fall down to 5, we still have 3 blockers. Then Braids dies. So we block like this. Then Braids dies, so I think we have to kill Sorin here at some point. Interesting. Destroy up to 3 target creatures. Okay, sacrifice the forest. Draw step. Ah, another land, huh? Wickerbra Elder. Put on bottom. Put on top and put on top. Play Wickerbra, get Nisa. Get Nisa back basically. Make a creature. Kill Banishing Light. Plus this on this. And then attack with the Great Stable Stack on the Sorin. And then he no longer has, wow, he no longer has Atrios there as well. That's pretty good. Like if he sacrifices Braids to Braids, I'm fine with that. He's just sacrificing a land, okay. Draws another land apparently. Probably makes another Vampire, although I would go for the emblem here. It's gonna die next turn, might as well go for the emblem. Doesn't. Rather has Vampire tokens apparently. Like the tokens are okay with due to the Braids, but doesn't really make that much of a difference. Nisa Nisa isn't actually gonna, the ulti of Nisa isn't really gonna do much, by the way. So do I want to use this? Obviously. Put on bottom, put on top, put on top. We can keep Kokusho and untap land. Maybe that's better. Like Kokusho is a really good threat. And just put this on top. And then 4 target forests, so we have to pay. Or we can attack with a 4/4 first. Nah, I think we do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play this. And then we attack Sorin, kill it basically. We have 4 blockers for his force. Sorin dies, so that doesn't really matter. Cannot block this. Having 4 blockers is sufficient, I think. We're still gonna sacrifice the land, and then he's probably, yeah. I think he should start sacrificing Braids. Like the amount of pressure that Braids put on me is non-existent. This puts pressure on me, but that's it. I think we now sacrifice the land over wastes. We don't really need that. Living End would be okay. No, it wouldn't. He just gets back 2 stupid creatures. And Living End doesn't really work with this. And now he has A bunch of blockers. Does attack with the braids finally. Attacks with everything. I don't think a full attack can ever be profitable here. Unless he has a pump somewhere. So we obviously block this, block a token, block a token, block a token. We go down to 2, he goes up to 15. We could have kept Hornet Queen behind, but I don't see what he has that deals me 2 damage. I'm obviously not gonna pay these. I can't even pay these, by the way. So they're just gonna resolve and get braids back into his hand. Yeah, they just automatically resolve. Like, I have no way to play around that. Braids is a-okay. And he just loses here, I think. Yes. Cannot really cast this. Oh, we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. So like this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Boop. Okay. I think every creature is lethal here. Or as good as every creature. They all have trample, they're all really big. And we win. Despite us, drawing 12 lands in a row or something, we go 3-0. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one.